Hi everyone, hope you guys have been having a good start of the year. We've been quite busy over the last couple months, and that's why there was no development log in November or December. The main thing that we had been working on was building a map editor. Now before you get excited, we're not going to be able to launch Master of Command with the editor available to the public, but it is something we're strongly considering adding post-release. For now, the map editor allows me to quickly build battlefields while the developers continue working on the rest of the game. In today's development log, I'll show off the map editor and an example of a small battlefield. Some other topics I'd like to discuss today include a final name and logo change, a change to the release date and playtesting, updated UI artwork, and a brand new campaign map. All of these are timestamped below in case you want to skip ahead. Let's start off by revealing the game's rebrand. For those who have been following us for a while, you'll actually notice 3 separate evolutions now of Master of Command. First was Master of Command Prussian Glory, which was originally going to be a linear game focused specifically on retelling Frederick the Great's famous battles. Next was Master of Command 7 Years' War, which included a more dynamic campaign system. And for the final evolution, we decided to just keep things simple and go with Master of Command. This will not be a game about playing through a specific string of historical battles. Master of Command is procedural and is about telling your own story as a commander. But with all of that being said, you can rest assured that none of our launch content for this game, like the unit types, uniforms, weapons, and tactics, have been altered, and the game is still mainly themed around the 7 Years' War. The next thing I want to discuss is the release date. We recently announced on our Discord that while we're making really good progress, we would just be rushing to try to get the game done within the first quarter of 2025. And for that reason, we're going to give ourselves a bit more time to refine the game and give it proper playtesting, so now we're aiming to release sometime in quarter 3 of 2025. As for playtesters, we received hundreds of applications, so we are still going through who will be accepted. By my estimations, we should be able to start playtesting sometime in March, and I'll be sending out emails to people on whether they have been selected or not. Now let's move on to something a little more exciting, Master of Command's battlefields. Our illustrators have worked tirelessly to recreate a lot of authentic 18th century architecture, which you can see on screen now. Using buildings like these, I can easily use the map editor to build a small village scene. Enjoy some relaxing 18th century music we've composed, along with a short map editor time-lapse. I hope you like what I made here. I use real references of German villages from the 1700s to build out my settlements. It's also very easy to export maps and play on them instantly. Now enjoy some intense 18th century music we've made, along with a short battle over the village I made. can also make some really big maps. Here's one of the first I created. It probably won't stay in the game, as there's some parts that are pretty empty, but it was a great learning experience. You can see here, I'm able to set these zones to create different potential battle locations. Essentially, this means I can design a large map, but designate multiple different areas you could possibly fight on it. Something also really interesting that our lead developer made is the ability to dynamically grow the play areas based on the size of the battle. So if you fought a battle with a small army, the map will automatically downscale so that you aren't walking your troops up for 15 minutes. But if you bring in a large army, the map will upscale so you have plenty of room to maneuver. It's a really cool system, which you'll notice more as your army grows over the course of your campaign. Now I'd like to take a quick step back and show off some of the new UI in the game. On screen now are all of the newly drawn officer skills. Some contain little references. Maybe you can spot where this one came from. We've also completed the art for all of the items. There's a lot of these, so you can go back and pause to check them out in more detail. Here's a glimpse of how they'll look in the battle camp. I think things are really coming along quite nicely. And I believe that at this pace, we'll have all of the placeholder art replaced in just a couple of months. Here's a quick look at our progress on the army doctrines. Once these are completed, every single icon in the game will be done, besides for the battle commands, like hold, run, charge, and so on. Those are our next priority. The last thing I want to reveal today is our updated campaign map. Here's how it looked in our previous devlog. It's actually a little funny because I was showing each evolution of the map to show how much better it became, but I think this newest version seems to be the most finished one yet. I'm quite happy with how this looks, and I'd like to keep it this way for release with minimal changes. I'll probably just have the town and village icons redrawn to match with the new art style. There's also these new little encounters you can find while traveling, so the campaign maps are a lot less empty. We'll go into more depth about those and our new settlement screen in a future development log. I hope that today you noticed a pretty big leap in our progress and can understand now why we went a little silent for a few months while working on everything. I hope to get back to monthly development logs again starting in February. Let me know what you want to see next. I think we're a bit overdue for a proper battle showcase, so perhaps that'll be the February or March devlog. Don't forget to wishlist Master of Command on Steam using the link below, and join our Discord to be part of the community. Thanks for watching.